Officially welcome, Namaste, welcome, thank you for joining. So we'll take this in English today, and really my pleasure to be with you. We're going to be together for about an hour. Take a comfortable seat, really, so take a couple of blankets, and we're going to use a wall space again today, if you just joined. Namaste, and you know, in this on my way here this morning, I had an idea about what to work with, and then I kind of changed my mind. And for different factors, it's just, you know, yesterday and the day before here in Copenhagen, we had such a beautiful weather, and you know, very almost summer-like. And today it's colder and it's rainy, and you know, it's like not taking anything for granted. And at the same time, we're thinking about, you know, many different things happen in our life those days, and we are, you know, just as yoga teachers, for instance, okay, now the extension of the lockdown is 1 more month, and my family and friends has to go back to kind of lockdown again, and there's many things we can control that we have to deal with. And that the word that came to me was stay open. No matter what happens, stay open. Stay open to opportunities. Stay open that it will change again. Stay open that it's for your greatest good. Stay open that, and then you may just complete the blank. And I thought it was a powerful shift actually to go from, oh, now it is, you know, it's like with the weather, or what can you do about it? Like now it's rainy again, and then we can become grumpy, and now the extension again, and then we cannot do these things and have to wear my mask and whatever. Thing is, stay open. You really shift something inside our bodies. And yesterday I had the privilege to hold a baby, a 2-month-old baby, for a couple of hours. And this little being was just open. There's nothing else the baby can really do, right? It's like there's nothing to comprehend around the world. We don't know this is a mat, this is a chair, this is a person. It's just stay open to what is really. What a beautiful master to have. So we're going to play with that a bit today, and I'm going to ask you just to stay open and stay with me today. As you begin, just sit comfortably, and you can place your hands onto your thighs, your hands onto your torso is also an option. And when you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths just to arrive. And notice the natural openness of your breath. And it doesn't mean that your breath is super deep and super long or super slow or super strong. No matter how it sounds like, how it looks like, notice that there is a doorway, there is an opening. You are breathing. I'm assuming if you watch this class. So there is an opening. See whether you can connect to that opening, whatever that means, whether it's focusing on your nostrils for you, whether it's like noticing the volume of the air inside your torso, whether it's a more subtle, energetic experience. And what's very sweet about the breath is this ongoing connection between the outside and the inside, the outside and the inside. We need the outside to breathe. But it needs to come in the inside as well. Just as we land here, let yourself become more and more acquainted, more and more grounded in the openness and opening of your breath. Your palms together. And as we're going to practice today, maybe one intention comes up for you. My invitation is for you to dedicate your practice to what is opening. Or maybe just an experience, an attitude of staying open to whatever comes and whatever is. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale your breath. Bow your head to your own heart with humility. We bow and gently open your eyes. Okay, let's get started and gently waking up here. Come up and stand on top of your yoga mat. Just clear your mat for props, and we're going to start standing in Tadasana. Feet underneath your hips, shoulders above your hips, and even the palate above the middle of your chest. So you notice that line inside of your body. Close your eyes, turn your palms facing forward, soften into your knees so you don't lock anything, at least not any knee joints. Just notice the weight of your body onto your feet, and invite a softening under your feet, where you have the weight, but also where you don't have the weight, inside, in the arch. And as you keep your eyes closed and the focus very soft on your feet, inhale, rise your arms above your head. And exhale, allow your arms straight to descend all the way back down to your hips. And repeat that a few times. Inhale up. Almost like your hands, and exhale down. Helps your hands, your arms help your breath. And just repeat that. As you inhale, your arms help you broaden, lengthen, expand the openness of your breath. Not just on the inhale, but as well on the exhale. You're making more room for the next inhale again. Emptying for what's blocking the way to your open mind, to your open attitude. So take a few more rounds here on your own to really experience the potential of your breath. Okay, we're going to take 3 more rounds. Take your time, just don't have to follow my pace. At the end of your 3rd round, bring your hands in Anjali Mudra, front of your heart. Pause here, try to stay open to the front of your body, to the space of your lungs. But also on the back of your body, like you could lean into a wall with the back of the head, the shoulders, the hips. Inhale, open your arms up to the sky, rise up. And exhale, please bend your knees all the way forward. Touch the floor, so bend your knees as much as you need to bring your fingertips comfortably. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, bow. Press into the ground, inhale, rise all the way up. So continue all the way up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Continue to let your arms, inhale, arms up. Expand your breath, exhale, come all the way down. So again, your arms are just inhale, a tool to lengthen, a tool to stay more open. Exhale and bow. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Heart first. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, take 2 more on your own time. Notice again the space that's available. And that's something we often forget when we start to become grumpy, and not because it's bad to be grumpy, but just maybe limiting most of the time. Exhale. So remember the space here and take your space. With your arms, with your body. Okay, we complete this round. We're going to meet in Tadasana, hands in Anjali Mudra when you're ready. Close your eyes again and connect to the back body. Almost like you could breathe towards or through the back of your body. Back of the head, back of the neck, back of the shoulders. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale and touch all the way down. Long spine forward. Exhale your left leg back. And pause here. Good. Bend your front knee. Press into the back toe so the back thigh lifts up. Look forward. Inhale, right hand up to the sky. And as you open here, pause here. Connect to your back body. Move again your left hand a bit further to the left, so really to expand that potential in your front, the front of the chest. Exhale, arm alongside your ear. And as you reach, like you want to grab something with your right finger, bend your right knee more. Lift your back thigh higher. Yeah, and twist your belly up. Exhale, touch the floor. Right hand very much in front of you, like 9 o'clock. Left hand out to the left. Press into the fingertips, reach your hips back, and bend your front knee more as you keep lifting the left thigh. Bend your front knee, reach your hips back, chest forward. And move your torso, your hands a little bit to the left. Exhale, move the left thigh back. Yeah, so keep your left heel up. Work your right thigh a little more. Inhale forward. Left hand to the inside of your left heel. Press your arm and your knee together, or use your little block. Left heel down, toward the right hand on the mat, and left hand up, and up we go. Exhale, arm alongside your ear. Use your fingertips on the floor on the block to you pull them towards your left foot to extend out to the left side. Press the knee into the arm. Stay open, even in a space of a little bit more contraction. And exhale, touch the floor. Inhale, look forward, bring your left knee down, right knee next to your left knee. Plank on the knees, or knees up, thighs back, bend your elbows, and lower down. Okay, take a baby cobra here, just to roll your shoulders up a little bit. Exhale, down, shoulders up, inhale, baby cobra, just a couple of times. More this movement in the shoulders, you roll the shoulders back, and then use your hands to lift the chest up and forward, and down. Take your toes, downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent here. And breathe here. Just as you did the whole class already, just breathe with this invitation to stay open. So your breath can reconnect to that possibility, and if the breath does, the mind does as well. Inhale, stay open, and bring your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to chest. All the way forward, bring your foot. Good. Come up onto your fingertips here. Move your feet hip distance. Bend your front knee. Left thigh, right thigh is already up. And bring your left hand up to the sky. Press into the right fingertips, left arm back. Both ears back. Arm alongside your ear, press into your front foot, extend to the left fingertips, press into the back heel like you could press into the wall. Exhale, and then use that to reach your left fingertips forward, right fingertips out to the right a little bit. And then as you press into your fingertips, you may actually move your left foot a little bit to the left, move your hips out, back, and then a little bit to the left, especially the left thigh, okay? And then explore, keep that, and move your hands a bit more to the right. Inhale, exhale, yeah. So you dive deep into the left inner thigh here. Great. Move your left fingertips to the left heel. Right foot and right heel a bit more to the left. And down. Right arm up to the sky. Press your arm and your knee together. Arm alongside your ear. And then as you contract the belly inside, turn the left side of the belly up to the heart, to the sky. Yeah, thighs back. Reach, bend the front knee, reach the back thigh back, yeah. And exhale, touch the floor. Look forward and walk your fingertips forward. Stay open on the sides, ribs here, like get really long. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Uttanasana, exhale. Bend into, press into the feet. Rise arms to the side, rise all the way up. All the way, and exhale, hands to the heart again. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, come all the way back down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, your right leg back. Okay, this time right knee down, hands to the sky. Yes. Good. Press into the back heel, navel in, and reach into the back toes and up. Hips forward. So we're going to try something different. Bring your left hand forward and right hand out to the right, like we did on the floor, but now up in the air. And then press them as you reach your hips back toward the left. Like could press your hands into the wall. Broaden the left. Lift and spread your left toes and broaden the left leg out to the left. We start moving it. Inhale, both hands up. Okay, notice the space of your left groin here. Bring your right hand into the floor, left hand up, and then reach your left hand back, like you could reach your hand into something again. And then move the left arm a little bit further back to the left. Breathe here. Turn your left palm up. And maybe lift your foot and grab the foot with the hand. If that's not happening, you may grab a scarf or a strap. Otherwise, just keep your hand into the air. And if you can bring your heel and your buttock closer to each other, and then when you have them closer, bring the whole system forward a little bit. Pull your right knee forward and twist toward the left. Press into the inside of the right knee down. Breathe here. Exhale, release. Hands alongside your ears again into Anjaneyasana. Press into the back toes, lift the back knee off the floor. Stay open, bend the front knee, press into the back toes. And twist right elbow across your left knee. Left hand on your hip or hands together. That's a bit too challenging for balance. Right knee down. And breathe. Like we did earlier, pull the navel in and then turn that toward the sky. Good. Inhale, back to high lunge. Hands to the sky. Press into the floor. And then imagine again, you can press your fingertips into something up. And exhale, touch the floor. Inhale, plank on your knees or off the knees. Thighs up. Try to lift wherever you are. Lift your groins up. Broaden the space between your groins. Broaden your feet a little bit. Press into your big toes and try to broaden the space between your thighs. Broaden, 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 like you pull your feet apart without moving them. Keep that. Bend your elbows. Lower down. Good. Try to keep the space between your groins here. And then inhale, shoulders back and lift up softly with that space. Stay open. Try to take a couple of breaths here, so you may lower down a little bit if that's too high. Keep the shoulder blades back. And as you breathe, breathe up toward the collarbones. As you exhale, soften from the back of your heart. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Come down with your torso. Take your toes back to your dog stretch. Knees bent. Great. Okay, so moving a little bit, the emphasis toward the upper body here. Look at your fingers, press the top finger pads down, and try to notice the space between the neck and the inner armpits. Inhale and try to broaden that space by lifting the inner armpits up and out to the sides a little bit. And breathe here. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Exhale your knee to your chest and the foot forward. Left knee down, Anjaneyasana as you inhale. Pause here again. Use your back toes to reach a bit higher. Okay, so adjust your feet a bit. Move your right foot to the right a tiny bit, like 5-10 centimeters. Lean forward with your hips. Navel in and then push down into the floor to rise up through your fingertips, and then right hand forward, left hand out to the left. And you lean forward like you could push into something strong, hips back, and right hip out to the right. So we're not opening the hip, but it's more like again, something happening in your right inner thigh. Deep inhale, full exhale. Okay, keep that room here, the space, arms up. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back, left hand down. Pause here, and just turn your right arm up, and then you move slightly your right arm a bit more to the right, so it becomes more of a stretch in the right shoulder, right pectoralis, and then reach out to the fingertips. that makes sense, lift the foot, grab it with your hand, then let the heel and hip meet, and then you bring the heel and the hip closer to the floor. Pull the left knee forward and lift your belly in. Inner left thigh presses down a little bit. Exhale and turn your heart to the sky. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Release. Left hand forward. Right arm and left arm alongside your ears and come back up. Press into the toes. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Bend your front knee again and broaden the right hip to the right. Left inner thigh to the left. Twist as you're ready. Left elbow, right knee, shoulder blades together. Breathe again, stay open. Where has your mind contracted? Where, have you felt grumpy lately? We all do. It's not a bad thing per se. It's not because we're bad human. It's just like we have this power to transform actually and experience the shift we may want to see. Good. Inhale all the way back up, high lunge. And exhale, touch the floor. So again, reach your fingertips forward more. Very long, yeah. And then inhale, keep that length as you step forward. And even keep that length as you exhale and bow in Uttanasana. Press into the floor, hands to the sky, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Lean towards your left foot. Reach your right knee up. Good. And then exhale almost to the floor. Inhale back up. And almost to the floor. Inhale back up. 2 more. Hips back a little bit. Back up. Okay, keep it up. Lean forward. And then reach it back towards the warrior 3. Keep your hands here. Inhale back up, knee up. Exhale again back. Inhale back up. And back. Inhale back up. This time, place your foot like you would do for Vrikshasana, so almost into the thigh. Try to keep it just in front of the thigh. I mean, a few centimeters away from the thigh. Okay, try to keep that and then reach the right foot back. Open your hip a tiny bit out to the right. Inhale back up, right knee up. Foot inside of the thigh, almost touching. And then reach it back, open the hip a bit more to the right. Inhale back up. One more time. And then reach it back. Reach your foot all the way back this time and find warrior 2. And land here. Let yourself be open to those sequences you don't really know, like I don't know either. To really what's possible and what we haven't thought before. Okay, this we know, reverse your warrior. Left hand up to the sky. Bend your front knee more. With your right hand, you may just stay on your thigh or bring your right arm behind your back and then your fingertips to the top of your thigh. Maybe you have long arms like I do and you can gently push with your right fingertip the left thigh down. Reach your left hand up, directly up here, and then a little bit back. Good. And if you have your fingertips on the thigh, just drag your thigh forward a little bit with your fingertips. Exhale, release, warrior 2. Keep that movement like you still had your hand on your thigh, and then bring your elbow inside and touch your belly, arm alongside your ear. Press the arm and the thigh together. Left arm alongside your ear. And come back up. Strain your leg. Lift and spread your toes and lift your front, the front of the foot actually. Reverse your warrior here. Back forward. Keep the front of the foot up if you can. Like the legs together. And then again, bend your elbow forward, so elbow inside of your thigh. Press your thigh and your arm together. Leg is straight, arm alongside your ear. Left arm alongside your ear. Come back up and find warrior 2. Pause here. And close your eyes for a moment and stay open again. You made it. Whatever you might not have thought you could do, or whatever can spin around. Inhale, bend. Strain your front leg again. Interlace your fingers behind you, shoulders back, and you're gonna lean almost directly in front of you, and then a little bit toward the top of the mat, just like 20, 30 centimeters out. And then lean forward like you wanna reach something with your nose, and then gently bow. Yeah, don't go all the way down. Reach your hips back. And again, press into the inside of your left leg to pull it out to the left. Yeah, notice the space in the left inner thighs and keep that. Reach your chest forward more, and now you begin to turn your torso to the right a little bit. Reach through the sternum forward. Look forward, bend your front knee, take one or several mini steps forward, and then come all the way up to almost like a half moon. Press into your right foot back, hands behind you. Release your arms, inhale, right knee up to the chest. And exhale, right foot down to the floor, hands to the heart. Close your eyes. Breathe here. Micro bend your knees. Notice what feels different in the left side. What feels more luminous? What feels more open? Where are the possibilities you haven't thought of before? Okay. Bit more predictability. We go to the other side. So lean toward the right foot, left knee up, and exhale almost to the floor. Inhale, knee up. Okay, and down. We do that a few more times. Try to stay as level as you can in your hips, so you're not tilting too much to the right. Up, down, up on the exhale, down on the inhale. Good. Next time you're up, stay here, and then lean forward to reach the foot back. Keep the hands in Anjali. Exhale, back up. Press into the right foot. Exhale, back. Inhale, sorry. Exhale, back up. Inhale, back. And back. Up. Good. This time, knee up. Foot almost inside of the thigh, knee out to the side. And then reach the foot out with this bigger broadening at the base of the pelvis. And then back up. Knee out to the left. I'm just facing you. Foot toward the inner thigh. And then open out a little bit. Inhale, back up. And we are going to find let's find downward facing dog. Actually. Up, là. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, open up to the side. Come up onto your right fingertips, left hand strong. And perhaps left elbow down. Okay, a bit hybrid. Bend your right elbow if you do that too. Inhale, if your elbow was down, bring it up again. Knee towards your chest, hold it here. And move your right foot outside of the right hand. Okay. Left knee down, right hand up, right hand back again. And again, move your right hand out to the side. Be similar to what we did earlier in the class. Lift the foot into your hand and pull the foot and the hip together and move your left knee forward. Lift and spread your toes and open your right knee out to the side this time. Now as you pull your left knee forward, try to press the inside of the knee again down. And bring your shoulder blades together now. Head gently back. Don't drop it behind you, but just lengthen your neck. Exhale down. Now point your toes back as you turn your torso forward. Hands to the sky. Hands together in Anjali. And bring the back of the hands behind your head. Elbows forward, head back. Harder. Press into the knee. Reach your chest forward. And then if that feels okay, pull the navel in and let your hips come forward. Ribs in. Shoulder blades back, broad collarbones, and open here. Perhaps here, arms alongside your ears and back. Press into the floor to rise here, so you're not pressing your lower back. And exhale, down. Okay, hands to the front. Good. Left knee up, downward facing dog. Up onto your left fingertips, left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, open up to the side. Good. So here, often we collapse on the right shoulder. So lift your right inner armpit, right shoulder and right armpit up. And then maybe right elbow down. Bend your left elbow, reach your left knee back. Just forward. Inhale. Elbow up again if it was down. Exhale, knee to chest. Knee to your left elbow and foot to the outside of your left hand. Right knee down. Open the twist again, gentle. Left hand up, right hand down. And then left hand back. Inhale, so take a moment to invite broadness in the left shoulder here. And then when you're ready, foot into the hand, left shoulder blade back, right shoulder blade under as well, so you support yourself here. And then pull the right knee forward, left knee out to the side, and turn to the left. Press into the floor, up, and back out. Forward, inhale, exhale, back out. So reach into your knee here, and think more of a back bend for the upper chest. Both ears back, shoulder blades back. And let yourself get supported here. Release, point your toes back, arms to the sky, hands together, fingers point to the back, elbows forward a little bit, plug your arm bones back, head up and then back, up and then back, shoulder blades together. Press into your toes here and pull your right knee forward as you reach your heart for like a wave all the way up to your heart, and then head gently back. Again, inhale, pull the right knee forward, chest up, exhale back, both hands, maybe straight, arms straight. And exhale, down, great. Take a moment here to integrate. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Okay, so take a broader stand between your feet here in down dog. Deep inhale. And full exhale. And then bring your knees down just where they are, like in the middle, so they're going to land in the middle of the mat or something like that. Hands to your hips. If you need to protect your knees, so you can stack a blanket. We're going to be on the knees a little bit. Stack a blanket or fold your mat under the knees. Inhale, left hand to the hip, or perhaps left hand to the heel here. If you can keep your toes pointing back, we're going to use the toes here. So spread your toes, press into the floor, right arm up, exhale, right arm alongside your ear. Press into the floor, inhale and exhale, reach back here. Okay, so hand can be on your hip as well. You don't have to go too far. Just go as far as, that feels, before it feels too far. Doesn't matter how it looks. Just forward and up, belly in, reach back, keep broadening through the collarbones, reach into your knees, and sail back up. Pose here in the middle, palms facing forward, be open. Breathe toward your lower back so you don't forget anything. Right hand gently back, left hand to your hip. Right hand can be on your hip as well, or onto your right heel. Point your toes back. Again, a block can be handy here. You can stick your hand on the block as well. What I'd like you to do is almost like a cobra. Pull your knees toward each other a little bit, and then pull your feet forward as you reach your torso up, shoulder blades together, and then the arm reaches back. Plug the arm bones into your shoulder so you feel both shoulder blades on the back, and then that lifts your heart. Reach into your knee. Pull your heart up and gently back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and back. Pull in. Exhale and back. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen up and gently back. And come back. Up this time. Hook your thumbs together when you come back up. Fingertips up. Hips back, and then navel in. Reach your navel toward the spine and your tailbone toward the floor. If that feels okay, point your toes back, feet are still hip width, and lower your booty between your heels. This is where you can stake a blanket or two or a block or two to reach your heel down. And we're going to work differently according to where your buttock is. So if your buttock is on the floor like me, you're going to move your fingertips behind you. You may do that as well if your buttock, your hips are a bit higher. Point your toes back again so your legs are engaged, so your knees point straight forward. If your hips are up, you're going to stay here, keep your left hand on the floor, right arm up. If your hips are down, you may walk your left hand back further and maybe your left elbow goes toward the floor, and then reach your right hand up. You may try that as well if your hips are a bit elevated. Don't force it again. And if your hips are down now, inhale, maybe lift your hips up, belly in, reach down through your knees and then up through your fingertips. Press into your left elbow. Exhale down. Lift gently up. We're going to switch. Right hand back, right elbow down. Again, press into the floor and maybe lift your hips if your hips are down. Press into your right elbow. Left hand back. Otherwise, stay with your straight arm. Exhale back down. Take a break here. Both hands on your knees. Lengthen through your heart and up through your spine. Or take one more round on each side. Practicing openness here. Again. Switch side if you're there. And back up. And back up. Okay, we're going to meet here in Shavasana, sitting where you are. Pull your buttock back if you were not there already. Hands to your thighs, lengthen through your spine. And again, breathe here as there was two loving hands around your chest, around your torso. Almost like if you were to hold a baby, your hand is almost the size of the baby's torso. So I could push, it has this big, imagine you have two big hands on each side of the torso. And you breathe against those hands. With those hands respond to you. Let's connect to this feeling of openness, safety, and possibility. Open your eyes, move your hips a little bit up, bring your knees together, lift forward so you can bring your feet and ankles together, and then move your ankles out to the right. Land your hips back down on the block or on the floor, especially the left thigh is going to land, right hip will be up potentially, right hand up, exhale, twist right hand outside of your left knee, left shoulder back, left knee back, and take your ribs in. Reach down into the floor, reach up through your crown. That's okay with your neck. Turn toward the left with your with your head. Breathe here. If that makes sense, I like to have the fingers as grounding. But there's also a version of that pose where you have your left hand behind you and left hand around your right elbow. Again, notice what really supports your openness here. Sometimes it's just nice to keep it simple. So I invite you to take that step for yourself. Good. Inhale, gently look forward and simply you're going to stretch your legs in front of you. Right leg straight and left knee bends. Right arm forward in front of you and bring your elbow round, wrap your knee with your right elbow. Left knee points up and again twist down, toward the left, and then reach down through your left thigh. Breathe here. Stay here or bring your right hand to your knee. Open your left knee out to the left and keep twisting here. Reach out through your right foot. Press into your right heel. Broaden through the right thigh. And come back gently forward. Good. Knees together and then move your feet to the left this time. Now you're more sitting on the right hip. Feet are back behind you, left ankle on top of the right arch of the foot. Left hand up, right hand fingertips or block. Left arm alongside, outside of your right knee. And then twist gently here, mermaid twist. Look toward the right. Shoulder if that's okay, and just breathe here. Notice what's alive. As you close your eyes, try to go toward the places that need light, that need space. Lower back, shoulder blades, neck. And guide your breath there. Invite it there. Lengthen to the right side and again find the version that works for you, whether it's grabbing the elbow or not. Gently let that go. Reach both feet forward. Legs straight. Right knees bent. Left hand up. Wrap your left elbow around your knee. Right fingertips down and then reach into the floor to rise up. And softly turn toward the right. Push into your left heel, lengthen up. And twist here. So the interesting thing is that when we use our body to twist, for like more closed version of twists, when the body is against the belly, part of the body is against the belly, we have this possibility to bring space, to bring openness where there's contraction. So try to breathe towards your thigh here, even if it feels a little bit contracted, and see whether you can just invite a little bit of openness all the way into your back. Maybe somewhere you feel it, maybe more in the hip. Try to bring your breath here or in the neck. Gently stay here or open your right foot out to the right like a Shavasana version, but you keep twisting away from your left foot, away from your right knee. Broaden to the left side and then exhale, twist. Just again close your eyes and breathe toward the parts that feel a bit more limited. Gently come back to your center. Bring both of your legs straight in front of you. Pull your buttock back. Begin to walk your fingertips forward. Lengthen through your spine. Press into the buttock. And again, sit a bit higher if your lower back is rounding. Please sit a bit higher. So try to maintain that some sort of length and curve here in the lower back. And then gently have your shoulders reach back. The belly comes a bit over your thighs. Try to reach to the inner heel, a little bit active, and then pull the inner heel wide. So your feet are hip distance, almost like Uttanasana, the forward bend, but now on the mat. If that makes sense, you may grab your feet or your ankles. So try to gently bring maybe a 50% of broadening out to the side, a bit more active, 50% active. And notice how that brings broadening in your lower back, potentially. So sometimes staying open in one area of our life, let's say what's going on in the society, brings more openness in another area of your life, our work or our relationships, or kind of seeing that rippling effect, that relational connectivity, connectedness, interconnectedness between different areas of our lives, like different areas of our body. Shall we come back up? We're going to take a moment on our back together. So Just come down onto your back when you're ready. Take your blanket. And lean back. Adjust yourself so you feel completely supported. You feel completely cared for. And now it's easier to imagine we have at least support behind us. Shoulder blades together, palms down up, maybe the feet a bit wider so you have that nice space around you and you can soften your feet out to the sides. Let your breath here flow first deeply in the front of your body. The back is taken care of. Let the breath help you nourish, contact the front of the body. And eventually let the breath take care of itself. Exhale and release the arms, the legs. Inhale into your torso, your pelvis. Exhale, allow the torso, the pelvis to become heavy. Inhale all the way up to your head, into the mind, into the space of the head. And exhale, release the head, the brain, the mind. Deeply into the floor. Let gravity and the support of the floor take care of it all. So the only thing that's left is your openness. Infinite openness. Instead of staying open, let yourself be open. Let openness come to you. So just return to your original open state. take a couple of moments here to invite a deeper breath. And you let yourself experience and study almost the connection between the deep inhale, deeper inhale, and the openness, the open mind. The willingness to stay open, to be open, to return to openness. Try to keep that as you begin to move your fingers and your toes. And as you stretch, it's like willingness, this impulse to stay open, to be open, not to contract. Bend your knees. Make any final little stretch or movement that will feel nice before you turn to your side. And before you come up to a sitting position in your own time, keep your eyes closed when you're up. Notice your head on top of your heart on top of your hips, your hands together, maybe in Anjali Mudra. Reconnect to this first moment in the beginning of the class where we set an intention, where openness is not just needed, so it's more judgmental, but more, where does openness want to come in your life? And are you ready to let it in? Just want to send you off here with a few lines from David White. And one incredible, in a way, virtue that helps cultivate an open attitude is actually gratitude. As David White puts it, gratitude is not a passive response to something we have been given. Gratitude arises from paying attention, from being awake in the presence of everything that lives within and without us. It is the deep a priori state of attention that shows we understand and are equal to the gifted nature of life. Let's bring those words to remind us of our humility and capacity to stay open to the connection and connectedness of life itself. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale, bow your head to your own mind and your own heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for a delightful practice. Appreciate much your support and willingness and commitment. Thank you for showing up. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.